today. We have our next phenomenal change maker who is about to bring her tooties up onto the stage. The amazing Donna Riley is a gifted, intuitive movement mentor. She's a clairvoyant, a Reiki Master, and two-time international best-selling author, and the creative force of miracles through movement. After experiencing a near-death experience at the age of 12, Donna spent the next 35 years of her life not wanting to even be on this planet. But now she's back, and she is passionate about mentoring women over 40 to live their life with fire and grace. It had to be the shaking our tooties music. Whenever I say to Donna, what are we dancing to? She gives me Justin Trouser Snake. Look, he's dancing. Amazing, amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get our amazing Donna Riley up on the stage. Donna, delicious Donna. Delicious Donna, coming to us all the way from Atlanta today. Donna, tell me, you've gone through a massive transition in quite a short space of time. It might feel like a long time for you. It's actually a very short space of time. Even Siri is having trouble understanding how quick you have gone through your journey. I remember the moment at one of the Ripple Fests where you had this kind of snot bubbles and crying, and you're so brilliant at posting your videos in the group and really sharing the truth of what's going on inside of you. And I know that when we don't let that move through us, it can cause massive trauma in our physical bodies, and you support women to shift that. Tell us about what you do, Donna. Give us a little intro to what you do and why.
Yeah, so I co-create movement experiences with women to open their bodies and help them tap into their divine inner wisdom. And a lot of this is learning to take care of the health of and move with your fascia, which is your connective tissue. And it's interesting because during these times, you know, we've gotten really stuck in our heads, and people are gathering information and who's right and who's wrong and blah, 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 blah. And none of the answers are there. They're actually all inside of you. And if you're in your head and not in your body, you can't really hear, you can't really be present with where the true wisdom is. And so there's a lot of healing that has to be had. We're living in collective trauma right now. And it's unsettling to me that we're not discussing that because it's a fact. And we are human beings who are brilliant at coping. But the truth is, if you don't move in the way that allows the emotions, the stress, the trauma to move out of your body, then you're going to be struggling. Mentally, emotionally, physically, they're all interrelated. They cannot be separated. So, but I mean, now even science proves that like our intuition is actually sensed through our fascia. Like we are so connected directly to the divine through our fascia system in our body. So I'm very, very passionate about this and supporting women to age gracefully too. And it's like, I mean, literally, like you don't have to get stiff and tight and lose your mobility and be cranky and believe that you're not sexy and sensual and fabulous anymore. Like claim it, own it, be it, right? Like, I mean, my story is that I feel sexier now than I ever have, and I'm 58 years old.
You do not look 58. My goodness me. Like, who wants to look like Donna when you're 58? You'll probably look the same at 68 and 78. She's like Benjamin Button. We're going to call you Donna Button. You're reversing your aging. But Donna, you know, out of all the things that you've done and the experience that you've had and all the women that you've worked with, there must be like one thing that you love the most. Like what like when you see that change in somebody, describe that change to us, because you work one-on-one with people, but over the last couple of years we've had to go online. So tell us about the juiciest bit of everything that you do.
Yeah, and that's my word. I always tell my clients, look for the juicy bits. You know, to me, and it probably will make me cry, but there's nothing on the planet like being able to support, facilitate, observe, witness a woman truly coming into her essence of who she is. Letting go of what she thinks she's supposed to do, all the roles that she plays, like really being present in her body, feeling in her body moving in ways that she thought were not possible, and having these insights and this level of wisdom coming to the surface and her sharing. And I mean, it's the most beautifully exquisite thing. And I love that I was gifted, thank God, with my purpose from day one. So yeah, it's amazing.
And you get to live that purpose each and every day. Now, there's something that you do at well, it's 5 p.m. UK time and 12 p.m. midday Eastern time. Tell everybody about what you do every single day to get the world moving.
I go live in my Facebook group and do a little boogie. It's a community for women, and the intention is to bring us back to our bodies, to uplift our spirits, and to shift our emotional state, and just spending that 5 minutes every day. And then we're going to start doing movement sessions and things like that in the group as well. But yeah, I just got that started a few weeks ago, and so it's been a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and guys and girls, like, put it in your diary, set an alarm every single day at the same time. So it's 5 p.m. if you're in the UK. If you're in Europe, that'll be 6 p.m. for you. If you're on Eastern time, that's 12 midday. So work out whatever time that is for you. Go join that group. If you're a woman, I don't know if she might sneak you in. If you're a man, I don't know if it is just for women. It is mostly for women. You might be able to have a quiet word in her ear, and you can boogie away with Donna live at 5. But Donna, how can people get in touch with you? Because there's so many people out there that say they do what you do. What do you think, just before we wrap up on this, what do you know for sure about your industry, and what are you trying to change about it? What are you on a mission to change?
I feel like my industry, if you look, it depends on how you look at my industry, because it's some of it's energy medicine, some of it's movement, some of it's whatever. But if I look at it from the movement perspective and that industry, it's very unsettling to me that people are trying to teach movement, but the bodies that exist right now, with how much sitting we do and how stressed we are and how much we're holding in our body physically, I think it's completely irresponsible to take a body now and just say, oh yeah, do these 5 exercises. Like, you really have to connect with the human and meet them where they're at. And sometimes it isn't movement that they need initially, it's to feel safe in their body. It's to calm their nervous system. So we have to look at each individual as a human soul, heart, and really, really come from that perspective.
I agree completely. How many of you agree? Give us a yes, yes, yes in the comments. I can see it's like a roller coaster ride backstage here. No one else can see you, but they're like, woo, getting hearts. We're getting all the emoticons going. Just looking through the chat. Oh, Lindsay's got a question. Lindsay's still here. Lindsay, you have a question for Donna. Do you want to unmute?
Hi, Donna. So I obviously encourage movement and exercise to my weight loss clients. So I just wanted to know, how does your movement through fascia differ to any other, exercise or conventional movement that people are doing at the moment?
Great question.
It's really so it's really not exercise. That's the main thing. Exercise is different than movement. So I look at organic or like deep squatting and crawling and all that stuff as part of it. But in terms of as we age, it's really about the quality with which and how you move and the mindfulness with which you move. So you can look at it as like yoga-based, Pilates-based type of movements, but it's not really exercise. That, like, I make that distinction all the time. Like, in what I witness and what I'm experiencing is women who are doing these great exercise programs, but their body's getting tighter, they're getting stiffer, they feel like crap, they're getting injuries, they're having unnecessary surgeries, and it's all because of like exercising with unhealthy fascia, basically, and from poor postural patterns. So I don't know if that answers your question, but
yeah, that does. Lovely, thank you.
Amazing. Yeah. And Donna, I know that you work with a lot of women who actually go to the gym and they're quite fit. You'd think that if somebody goes to a movement mentor that it's because they're unfit, but actually you work with a lot of people that are already fit, but their body isn't doing what they want it to do.
Or they're stuck, or they're starting to get like, little aches and pains or injuries. And it's like, has nothing to do with joint problems or aging, has everything to do with their fascia, like 100%. So it's like, I love being able to take them, I call it taking them from limitations to possibilities, right? It's like, I mean, when I think of all the things I've healed myself in terms of like knowing how to heal my own body and listen to my own body and listen to like, you know, why something was hurting. I mean, all those external things are so unnecessary, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah. So Donna, how do people get in contact with you if they want to find out more, if they want to come join your group? What's the best way for them to find out more about you?
It's very simple. Contactdonna.me.
Contactdonna.me. There you go, guys and girls. Donna, 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 the delicious Donna. Give Donna, 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 the delicious Donna. Give it up for the amazing Donna. Well done, darling. It's been such a pleasure and an honor watching you grow and being even a tiny little drop in the ocean that you are creating. It really is phenomenal.